Hi everyone, this is Fork or Squigs. I'm the mod for Guys Like Us. This is my 12K Q&A. I like how it rhymes, that's why I called it that. I'm going to be answering some questions that I got, and originally I was going to do it in order. I was going to do, a bunch of Guys Like Us questions, and then questions specifically for me, and then maybe some general art questions, but I got really tired and I ran out of room on the paper I was writing the questions on, so I'm just gonna go through my askbox and just answer them as I go, I guess. Okay, the first question is, how long did it take to make the full comic? Also, by the way, it turned out amazing, which is really sweet, thank you. It took me, each part, so there were 8 parts, took anywhere from 5 hours to 8 hours if I counted the steady, actual, sitting down work on it. That's not counting the script, which I wrote in about an hour sleeping on the floor at my friend's house one night when I was really drunk. Which, it came out great, so that doesn't matter too much, so that's good. I'm bad at math, but, if you're gonna, do, 6 times 8, which is math, which is embarrassing that I can't do that because I'm really old, but essentially it's a lot. It's a stupid amount of time for me to spend on something I did for fun, but I'm happy with it, so... I didn't even see that ask. I meant to, get rid of the ones in the queue that were, just compliments, but someone said, hey, I really like your art. I love the colors. I love my colors, too. No one asked me about color scheme, but, the reason I do the colors I do is because I really like yellow. It makes me happy, so that's my background for all of them. And I like different colors, so that's why I did that. Who's your favorite character from Be More Chill, and if you can meet them, what would you do? My favorite Be More Chill characters are actually, Christine is my favorite, because she's very relatable, and I like the depth that she's given, and Michael is also my favorite, because he is also very relatable, but in a different way. I don't know if I would want to hang out with Christine, because we are very similar, and sometimes I clash when I meet people who are very similar to me, but I would 100% hang out with Michael. I love Michael Mel, and also, literally, I can hang out with anyone as long as they smoke me up. If they got weed, then I'm down. I'm down. Let's fucking go, you know? Hey, yo, do you have any tips on designing and drawing rooms? I'm decent drawing people, but when I try to draw backgrounds, I die instantly. Also, die is a capital D, and then I is also capital I, so you know it's serious. Thank you so much. I actually, for the dorm room, which I assume is what people are talking about because that's really kind of the only room I think I designed, I used a reference picture of a dorm room that looked a lot like where my brother actually went to school. My sibling went to school. Because I just wanted a classic dorm room look, so I just Googled classic dorm room, and then I took the screen. You might be able to even find the room I used. I took the screen cap and I actually traced over it, but just the basics, and then I added it to make it look like a bunk bed. I also thought about the characters. So essentially what I'm saying is use references. Use lots and lots of references, and practice makes perfect, so it's okay that it's an ask blog. It's fine that I traced a real, actual life room, that's fine. And I changed what was in the room to kind of reflect the characters. So when you're designing a room, just, I guess, think about who is living in that room, as well as, how they would have things, I guess. I did bunk beds because, fuck yeah, Jeremy and Michael are gonna have bunk beds. They're huge dweebs. I wanted a bunk bed when I went to college, but my dorm mate was just no. You fool. And I was like, okay, you're right. I don't want to climb that every day. So just use references and think of the people in mind that are in the room. That's what helped me with this. I didn't do any rooms before this ask blog, so that was fun. Favorite food? That one's for me, I assume. I hope so. Sometimes I just get asks for the boys still, so they can't answer that one. This is fork time. My favorite food is actually pizza because I am super basic, but I don't like Papagino's. I do not like Papagino's pizza, man. I don't want that thin crust shit. Give me deep dish. I'm a slut for Uno's. I freaking love Uno's. Anytime someone's let's go out to eat, I'm can we go to Uno's so I can get me a deep dish? So that's that. I fucking love pizza. Next one. What's your favorite part of doing ask blogs in general? And or how do you stream for so goddamn long? My favorite part. I was gonna try and go through these really fast, but I'm not doing that. My favorite part about ask blogs is the artistic freedom that you have. Putting yourself out there and people are giving you prompts essentially to create something. So you, especially I think it's fantastic to have ask blogs for OCs because sometimes people are going to ask you questions just hey, if you were given a pizza, but then you were having pizza with the Pope, and the Pope asked for a slice, but you were really hungry and wanted the whole pizza, what would you do? And you're like, why would I even once for a second think about this character in this situation? But someone sent you the ask, and you're given this opportunity to think about how this character would act in this situation, and would they give the Pope a slice of pizza? Like, I think that's a beautiful thing, is the collaboration between your followers and yourself, and how they can help you grow as an artist through answering different asks they get. I mean, I went into this completely blind and just because I wanted, like, to grow as an artist, and I completely did, which is amazing. So I think my favorite part of doing ask blogs is the artistic freedom, and you can kind of be non-committal in a way that's really nice and can help you be more loose and explore yourself and your thoughts and these characters that you're doing, as well as your art. And that's my favorite part along the way. And how do you stream for so goddamn long? I have mad ADHD and I hyper focus on things like you would not believe. So that's why when I sit down to draw, usually it's like, 8 hours have gone by. But also in me saying I have ADHD, I get really distracted. So if I want to get like a comic done, like if I want to sit down and get a whole comic done, I like streaming because I have enough friends that they will kind of filter through my stream and they'll help me keep focused. Like they'll be there with me. I'm just bad at drawing alone. So I stream for a long time because I like getting things finished, and I get distracted, but also it's a beautiful combination. Okay, I'm super fucking rambling. I gotta get my shit together. Are you happy about how the comics turned out? Also, I love your art. Thank you. Yes, I am so happy about how the comics came out. I've never done anything like this before in my entire life. I've drawn little comics as jokes and stuff, and I've done like one page maybe here or there, but I have never in my entire life done something this big of an arc, and I'm actually really emotional about it. This year has been weird. These past few years have been really weird for me, and I just, even if I don't like anything else I do on this vlog, which I like everything else, it's fine, but just knowing I did something like this and people were there to support me, and okay, I'm fine. I'm gonna get choked up, but yeah, I'm really happy about how the comics turned out, so thank you for asking. Oh, my face hurts because I'm smiling so big. Okay, calm down, Fork. What's your writing process for the comics? And then there was a little compliment afterwards about how they like my ask blog. My process is I open up the notepad on my phone and I'm like, this seems like a good idea, and then I write it down. On a lot of the silly comics, like the lifeguard chair or the Wendy's one, or when they went out to eat and there were fancy glass cups, those were things that happened to me in real life, and I was just like, oh my god, this is such a Michael and Jeremy situation I found myself in. So I would try and write those ones down as soon as possible, but also like implant other characters and see how their dialogue would go. Like, I was not rescued from that lifeguard chair. I just sat up there for 2 hours with my friend Gwen, and then we eventually dragged our stoned asses down and thought we were gonna die, but we got down and we were fine. But so usually I just write it down. I like immediately like sit the fuck down and open notebook or whatever the fuck it's called, that app on your phone, and I type it all out in one sitting, and then I go back and like edit who it is and all that kind of stuff. And I actually really like it. I like writing organic dialogue. It's really fun for me, and I derive a lot of inspiration from like Bob's Burgers, which I watch a shit ton. Gravity Falls has some really good dialogue. A lot of Taz, The Adventure Zone, a lot of that inspires me too, because that is also like, that's totally, the fuck is the word? When you don't plan it. Improv, boom, improv. It's all improv. So I like the organicness of that conversation, and I try and exude that into my scripts as well. So that's my writing process, really, is I just kind of sit down and I fucking go. Do you have any pets? I do. I have a cat named Sasha, which she is a little love bug, but also she meows so much. If you've come to any of my Instagram live streams, sometimes she's just there and she's just meowing and she just does not stop. My brother has a sugar glider named Weema, and she sits behind me. She's very stinky, but she's very sweet, and she will bite you for chicken. I used to have a cat named Squiggy. When I started Guys Like Us, I had a cat named Squiggy, but he got loose, and because I live in fucking New Hampshire, a coyote ate him, which is really sad. But he was my favorite. Don't tell Sasha. I adopted him because his name was Squiggy, and my online name is Squilgigs, so people call me Squigs. So we just called him Squigs, and it was really cute. And I used to like have a hashtag that was Squig Squared, and I miss him a lot. Moving on. Why did you start all this, and how did you gain followers? I started this because I was lonely in the Be More Chill fandom. Like, I do have a lot of other reasons. One, I did not like the angst treatment in the fandom, and I kind of wanted to create like a safe place that explored their characters without getting too angsty, because angst usually in fandoms, that's my, personally, that's my escape from shit I'm going on in life. So I don't really want to go into a fandom and see a lot of that, which is fine. A lot of people can enjoy that, and that's absolutely fine. But I'm personally not the biggest fan, so I kind of wanted to create the content that I want to see. I also did it so I could grow as an artist, obviously. I would be able to practice dynamic poses, character faces, like expressions and stuff, and an askblog's a really good way to do that. But yeah, essentially, at the time, sorry, I got off track. When I started it, I was posting art, and I mean, it was getting some notes, which was fine. I just didn't really have anyone to talk to about it. My friend Gwen liked it, but she doesn't really get into fandoms a lot. And then my other friend Maury liked it as well, but he also doesn't super like dive into fandoms like I do. So I felt a little bit alone in the fandom. And so a big part was I wanted to make friends, which I 100% did. And I'm very, very happy that I did this. So for a lot of reasons, but I did make a lot of really awesome friends. Mod, I hope this doesn't offend you, but what are your pronouns? Absolutely, that doesn't offend me. That's so sweet to get used to asking for people's pronouns. That's a great thing and an even better thing to do in real life. So thank you for asking. I am a cis girl and I go by she, her. So da-da-da-da. What is life like outside of the blog? I'm sorry if that sounds creepy. It does not. Really once made a post because she is Modrills. She is helping me on the blog just because I got overwhelmed and anxious. So she just exists to make me feel less alone. I usually wake up every morning at 3:30 a.m. to go to work for 4 a.m. I work till 1 p.m. at Starbucks, and it's very, very stressful, and we are always very, very busy. I'm not going to talk about my Starbucks experience because that would be a whole half hour. But I go to Starbucks. I work there every day until, well, almost every day, until like 1. This is my usual day. I have different scheduled days, but till 1 p.m. I come home, I sleep for around 2 hours, and then I get on my computer and I draw until usually around 10 p.m. And then I usually stay up talking to friends until midnight or 1. And then I go to sleep, and then I wake up at 3:30 again the next day. If I'm lucky, I can sleep until like 3:45. But that's usually what I do. I do hang out with Gwen a lot. And I used to go to Boston a lot, but my car died. So that's that. That's usually my basic day, though. I just draw and I go to work. How tall are you? I love the blog. I am 5'4", and thank you. Okay, I can't even answer this, but this is my favorite ask I got. I got it from an Anon, and it just says, can I get a slightly realistic lip tutorial? And I'm very confused if they know they sent this to Guys Like Us, because all of my mouths that I draw are just lines. They are just lines. They're very, like, a big, expressive, just lines, though. So I wish I could give you a realistic lip tutorial, Anon, but I do not know how to draw lips. I do know, oh my gosh. I'm going to forget. I'm going to try and remember and put it in later when I post this. But my friend Miranda draws really, really good profiles and really good faces. And she draws more slightly realistic lips, I would say. So you should give her a scope. I should talk to Miranda more. She's very cool. Hey, have you seen Be More Chill live? Or how many times have you seen it? And how long have you been in the fandom? I have never seen Be More Chill live. I got in the fandom this year, and the show was 2015. In New Jersey. They are putting on Exit 82, I think is the name of the group, is doing Be More Chill in November, and I do have tickets to go see that. So then if you ask me after that, then I will have seen Be More Chill live one time. Unlike my friend who got really excited, Hurricane Sunny, and bought tickets to like 3 shows that weekend, so she's gonna see it 3 times, which I'm kind of jealous because she can fully appreciate it now. What is your favorite candy? And if you don't like candy, what sweet? I am like riddled with cavities. It's really bad. I should go to the dentist, but I do like Kit Kats, so I would say Kit Kats. My dude, what's your process in making comics? They're heckin' great and cute as fuck. Thank you. And I've always wondered if you started with storyboarding or just jumped right into it. Either way, you really do these characters' personalities justice. Thanks. Thank you, Anon. My process is kind of like I said before. I just sit down and write the script. Then usually I sit on the script for like a day or 2. Ugh, sorry. Got excited and like choked on my spit. I usually sit down and write out my script, and then I sit on it for like a day or 2 just to like think about what I want to do. But sometimes I don't even do that. I just write it and I'm like, let's fucking go. And I don't plan storyboards or anything. I just sit the fuck down, do my 2000 by 2000 yellow canvas, and I just jump right into it. I try and do it all in one sitting because I feel like I can get the flow a lot more, and when I don't do it in one sitting, I feel like I often have to like go back and look at all the panels multiple times so I can kind of jump back into the mood of the comic or the flow of the characters and what they're doing and what's going on. So that's mostly my process, I guess. Someone said, how did you think of this AU? I just like writing college shit. I think it's fun. It puts the characters in a new situation where they're more independent than before and can grow on their own without influence of parents or maybe friends they had in high school. So that's why I don't want to do college. I think there's another Ask later that asks about that, and I wanted to do college because I like college. It's fun and interesting, and I had a decent time there. Hey, you work at Starbucks, right? I do. What is your favorite drink to make and your least favorite drink to make? My favorite drink to make is the flat white. I love trying to do latte art. Mostly you can't really see what I'm doing, but I do this like squiggle, and then you pull it through and it makes like this thing that looks like a fern, and I like that one a lot. Or doing like the little heart dots. It's my favorite. And even though Starbucks does not come equipped with stuff to do latte art, the pitchers to steam milk in are just dismal. They are so dismal. They are not good. They're like too rounded, so you can't get a good. Anyways, my least favorite drink to make is we still have the fucking midnight mint mocha frappuccino. No one else has to deal with this shit. We still have it, and I hate it. The dark mocha, it like gets on the counter, and then it like stains all the rags, and it's just a pain in my ass. It is a pain in my ass. And then you gotta put the whip in the middle, so it uses all the whip, and then you gotta go make more whip, and it's just, I do not like making that drink, and I hope it's gone soon. What's been your favorite thing about running the blog? What's the biggest unexpected challenge you had to face along the way? My favorite thing about running the blog has definitely been doing comics. I used to do a few back when, and I was too scared to commit. So like I said, I like doing askblogs because they're kind of non-committal, and I wasn't too scared, and I was just doing sketches essentially. So I felt like I was able to grow a lot in how I did comics and that kind of stuff. So I've had a lot of fun doing that. Yeah, essentially. I've also gotten like a lot of good feedback, which is really, really, really nice. I've gotten like some decent feedback before, but being noticed and seeing how many people enjoy what I do, as much as I'm enjoying what I do, that's crazy. So that's one of my favorite things. And the biggest unexpected challenge I had to face along the way, I wrote this down somewhere and I can't remember what it is. I guess I would say trying to keep my own consistency, but I like to think I keep things the continuity pretty okay. Cause I go back and I read my own posts a lot cause I'm proud of me. And, I guess unexpected challenge was when I first started, I posted every single day and I made it seem like that's what I had to do. So now that I'm kind of in these bigger chunks of comics, I feel like it's become this expected thing for me to post every single day, and I can't do it. Before it was like three or four panels for an ask, and that's like baby talk. Like I can do that now, like no problem. And sometimes I would do 5 a day, just 5 asks, and I just can't keep up with that. So I kind of wish that I didn't post as many asks in the beginning, because now I feel like I'm disappointing people when I don't post as much. So that's kind of one of the biggest challenges, was trying to keep my posts as often as before. I love you loads. Hi. Thank you. Anyway, do you have trouble with Michael's hair like us foolish mortals, or do you eventually get the hang of it? Or was it never hard? It was so hard. It was so hard. Oh my gosh. I have drawn Michael. I can't even count by now, because with this Ask blog, it's gotta be in like the thousands amount of times. Like I've drawn him so goddamn many times. And I still struggle with his hair. I still can't do Michael's hair. I mean, obviously, I guess I can now because I'm doing it every single day. But, yeah, I struggled with it a lot. I kind of eventually fell into a groove and a system, and I, like, made a post a while back on, like, this is my system for Michael's hair. I have no idea where that is now, but it's essentially, like, back swoop, front swoop, connect the swoops, do-do-do-do, down the side. That probably, because I said it out loud, isn't going to help anyone, but that's my system. So I guess keep at it with Michael's hair, and eventually you'll fall into your own kind of groove, and you'll be like, sick, man, I know what I'm doing now. All right. Congrats on 12K. Thank you. It's overwhelmingly awesome. I really love your art. Thank you. My question: opinions on pineapple pizza and mint chocolate chip ice cream. I do not like pineapple pizza. I am not one of those, I don't understand why people get so aggressive about it. Just let people eat what they want. Like, come on. I don't know. But I don't care for pineapple pizza because I'm a picky little baby and I will always just eat cheese pizza. And mint chocolate chip ice cream, I don't like mint and chocolate together. I know, right? I also don't like mint tea. I have like a very, very picky palate with mint. It has to be a certain way. But that's that. If you had to make it take place at another time in Jeremy and Michael's lives, what time would you choose? Well, the thing I want to explore the most was them living together, so I think I would do them maybe out of college and both of them have jobs, or both of them have like not like jobs like not in the field they want to do, and they're like kind of like just trying to get by paying rent while also kind of paying off loans while also trying to find a job. I think that would be an interesting time period to explore, mostly because I am living that currently, so I'd have a lot to say about that. Sorry if you answered this before. What country do you live in? I live in Trump's America. I live in USA. Forever. I also live in the New Hampshire, Massachusetts area. So if any of you guys live near there, let me know. Maybe I'll plan like a meetup or something, because I love meetups. And there's no one in New Hampshire. So I love the comic and just wanted to say you did a super good job on it. Oh, thank you. I really love your art. Who do you draw inspiration from? Oh boy. A lot of people. Specifically, I have a few friends who seriously inspire me. Like, I have friends that I'm like, oh my gosh, you inspire me in my regular art. But like, if I'm gonna be picky and be specific about this blog, there are a few friends. My friend Maury actually gave me a lot of inspiration for Michael. He helped me pick out Michael's music choice. And a big part of why I wanted Michael to be trans on this blog is my friend Maury, who identifies heavily with Michael, had just gotten top surgery done, and he was feeling a little off about it, I guess. Like, he was glad that he got it done in the first place, but he was feeling a little weird about it. And I wanted to portray a character like Michael. I had already headcanon Michael as trans, but I was iffy about making it public on an askblog. But I wanted to portray a character who was trans and that wasn't their entire identity, and they were confident. I wanted to do a confident trans character because I feel like a lot of places you don't get to see that. And so a big part of the things I portray Michael as are to support my friend Maury, who gave me a lot of inspiration for that character in the first place. Also, Maury smokes so much weed. Okay, and Really, my friend Really, who is a mod on this blog, also is a big inspiration for this Ask blog. I've always been scared of putting my opinions out there and committing to a storyline or committing to like doing my all, essentially. But Really is very good at putting their own opinions out there, as well as their Ask blog Tired Veronica is one of my favorites, because she's like, this is how I see this character, and you don't have to agree with it, but this is what I'm going to do because it's my blog. And that helped me get a lot of confidence to run my blog a similar way, and that maybe you don't agree with this headcanon, or maybe you don't think Jeremy would act this way, but I do, and it's my blog at the end of the day. And that helped me gain a lot of inspiration on how I want to run my blog in the first place. Also, this is just a general one, but my friend Scribs is one of my biggest inspirations for expressions, and I've always struggled with trying to capture expressions but also keep a simplistic style that I could get out quick. And their expressions and animatic expressions have like severely inspired me to kind of grow in my own way and not be held back and be like, yeah, just do this face, just like try it. So they are very good. They're a good kid. Cindy's colors in all of their art have inspired me as well. I wasn't even going to say Cindy because they inspire me more in like my personal art and like the things I do outside of this blog, because I keep a very basic color scheme here, but Cindy's art is so freaking good. Have you seen the color schemes they use? God fucking damn. It's really good. It's really good. Also Bing, their expressions, like their angry expressions are so good, and they're not afraid to do ugly faces, which inspires me a lot. Like, they're like, yeah, hell, get the snot in there, get the tears going, just do it, man. And so that's like, oh, fuck yeah, hell yeah, I'll do it. I'm totally gonna end up forgetting people, and I'm gonna be kicking myself in the ass about it later, but those are the people who inspire me the most for this blog, I think. And I know I just named, like, my closest friend group, but I mean, I draw a lot of inspiration from my close friends. Sorry. Oh, fuck, Gwen. Literally 90% of the content on this blog was Gwen helped create, essentially. So Gwen is probably the biggest inspiration from this blog. I also want to talk about the Adventure Zone, really quick. I'm so sorry. I'm going so fucking long. Oh my god, it's 25 minutes! Okay, I'll do it as quick as I can. The Adventure Zone, they created a story, they went into the story and were like, we don't even really want to be doing this. We don't know if it's going to turn out. And they have created one of the most heart-wrenching and heartfelt and funny and beautiful stories I have ever experienced in my entire life. I know if you don't listen to the Adventure Zone, that's fine. Podcasts are hard to get into, but if you do like podcasts, you should definitely give it a try because it's my biggest inspiration at the moment for content creating, for stories, essentially. It's okay. It taught me it's okay to go into something, not with any expectations, and create something amazing from it. It's okay to jump into things. It's okay to just jump into something and create something. It's fine. And I think that's amazing. Like, I don't think I've ever been told that before. It's always like, plan this, plan that. And it's good to have planning. But there's no shame in just throwing yourself the fuck in there. And so I just love them. I love them. There's a question that says, would I have done anything differently? And it was yes, I would have posted less. Because I hate that I made expectations for myself. When did you get into art? Did you take any art classes? I love your art and plotline so much. Thank you. I also got one that says, have you always been drawing or is it more a recent thing? I have been drawing since I can remember. I honestly, people are like, when did you start drawing? I can't tell you. As someone who has ADHD, I have literally been drawing probably since I was in school, but like, probably before then. I feel like all little kids do art at some point, even if they don't grow up to keep doing it. So I just don't think I ever stopped drawing, really. I did take a few college art classes, which I highly recommend. Getting the basics really does help. There's no shame in throwing yourself in there and like figuring out as you go, but taking like still life and figure drawing have helped me a lot to understand weight in human forms, as well as like proportions and that kind of shit. Like, I'm still learning. I'm not gonna say like, oh, I'm the master. I'm not. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing 90% of the time. But taking college courses has helped a lot. Taking art classes has helped me a lot as well, and it is part of my background. Out of curiosity, how does the mod draw the squib? I have drawn the squib a total of 1 time. I will link it in the description below. It was for my friend Hachi because she loves the squib. Next question. I don't draw him that much because I don't care about him. I'm sorry. Is there anything we should take back? I said the posting too much, but essentially I'm pretty happy with what I got. My friend Sunny sent me a question that says, do I have any, she sent me one that's stupid, so I'm not going to answer that one, but I'll answer the other one. Do you have any other projects planned in the future, be more chill or not, and how do you manage to be the sweetest person alive every day? Fuck off, man. That's sweet. Oh no. My cat came in the room. And she opened the door. Okay, if you hear TV in the background, it's because my cat came in the room and opened the door. I'm so sorry. I want to run an iCarly askblog. I have so many. It's like the same situation where I got so many goddamn headcanons about the boys in college that I was like, what am I going to do with this? So I made an askblog. Well, that and other reasons. But it's like that with iCarly. I have so many headcanons for after iCarly for Sam Puckett, and so I want to do a Sam Puckett askblog. But also, I do have a lot of projects that I have signed up to be a part of, so I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break before I commit to anything big like this again. I'm part of Heather's Online, which I'm really excited about. I'm in the Be More Chill zine, and I know that we're probably going to get our assignments soon. And I do want to explore my OCs a little more. I like them a lot, and I kind of want to help flesh out their characters, so I might open an ask blog for them, but also I kind of want to like try and delve into something a little more serious with them, so maybe like work on comics or something. I guess not. I think I'm kind of excited about having an open schedule for a bit. Yeah, anyways. Hoopst mod in here loves their friends? Tell us about your friends. I have so many. I have so many friends, so... And a lot of you guys know them, like, Scribs, Really, Cinny, Bing, Nate, Hachi, Sunny, Pastel, Creeps, Milk, Avi, I will say Avi till the day I die, Connor, I got so many. They're all great, and I mentioned Miranda earlier, who is also awesome. Sorry, I was being bad and checking Discord while I was recording. I'm a professional. What are you talking about? I love them all a lot. I love all the friends who I've met through this blog. I cry about it a lot because they mean so much to me. And like I said, I went into this blog completely blind, and part of it was because I didn't have anyone to talk to about this. And it's amazing how far things have come and how many amazing people I've met who inspire me every single day with this blog. It's really amazing. Sorry if I didn't mention people. I literally am just sitting here staring at my Ask box, so I don't have anything in front of me, and my brain is fried because I've been talking for half an hour. I do want to mention Gwen, of course, because she has been really there for me this entire summer, and she got to be more chill, and all the kooky stuff you saw on this Ask blog, a lot of it happened with her, and she is one of my biggest inspirations. She is one of my all-time best friends. I love the nights where I would be just stressed about maybe this blog, or stressed about people sending asks, or stressed about me and Anons or something, and she would pick me up, we'd smoke some weed together, and then we'd spend hours at midnight, like, longboarding in an empty Market Basket parking lot, and then go to 7-Eleven, get slushies, and then, like, fall asleep. That was awesome. That's just good vibes, and I love her a lot. So I didn't talk about all my friends because I've been recording for so long. And then the last ask was, so what happens now? I'm sorry, I saved this for the end. I probably should answer this first because this is what's on everyone's mind. What happens now is I'm going to have the Ask box open, and Christine's coming to visit, essentially. Christine's coming to visit because they're in preparation of having a picnic with all of their friends. That's a little bit of a spoiler. I guess if you listen all the way to the end, you get to know that. So I'm going to open the Ask box again, and it's going to be... Oh, Sasha, no! Sasha, no! My cat's here. And it's going to be... I'm going to open the Ask box again, and then I'm going to wrap things up, and I'm going to end it. I think I'm going to try and do a little animation video for you guys. Well, animatic, I guess. And then the blog's going to end. I'm going to try and end it on a happy note. I'm going to try and end it where we explore a little bit of Michael and Jeremy's relationship together. And then I'm going to put a bow on it and set this blog down. I have never been more proud of anything in my life. I'm going to cry again. I've never put more work into anything in my life than I have this Ask blog. And you all have been here and supporting me. And that means, I can't even begin to say how much that means to me. But the thing is, I don't want this blog to ever become something I feel like I have to do. I want to be able to look back and think about how much fun I had doing this blog, and how many people I met doing this blog, and how much I grew, and just remember it as this happy experience for me, and happy experience for you guys, I hope, too. So I don't want it to keep going to a point where it's not something that's good for me anymore. And I think I'm reaching a good stopping point, and I did what I wanted to do with this blog, and I'm ready to set it down. So that's what's going to happen, is it's going to end soon, and I hope you're all cool with the ending. I'm going to put a lot of work into it because this blog is always something I've put a lot of work into. So, all right, that about wraps it up. Sorry I talked for an obscene amount of time about my own Ask blog, but again, I wanted to thank everyone. I'm going to not talk too much so I don't start crying because I need to wrap it up, but thank you everyone for all of your support, and everything you've done, and all the asks you sent, all the nice compliments you sent. I got a lot of really sweet compliments for this as well, which I didn't want to mention just because I hoard them, and I take them to heart, and I honestly appreciate it. So see you soon for when I open my Ask box, and Christine will answer your questions. And I don't know, feel free to send me an ask or direct message me on my main, which is Squiggle Gigs, which I've linked somewhere, I assume. And stay cool, guys. I don't know. Thank you.